Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I want to share a bracelet design with you that has quite a few meaningful charms on it. Most of them are older retired two-tones. So lately I've been reviewing my bracelets and I think I want to make a few changes to this design. So I thought we would look at all the charms that I have on here and I'll let you know my thoughts along the way. So here's a quick overview of all the charms together on this bracelet design. And I am using the logo clasp bracelet. I was so surprised to see this bracelet in the Cyber Monday sale with Pandora. It's been retired for quite a while and I wasn't quick enough to check out. There was one remaining in my size, but it got snatched up before I could check out. So this is a two-tone bracelet clasp. You can see that circle of gold, and then you've got some gold in between the CZs as well, and you've got the Pandora, and it repeats the same on both sides. This is such a fantastic bracelet clasp. It's a shame that Pandora retired it. It's just so classic. The next charm that I have on here is called Love and Hugs, and this one is not my favorite two-tone, but I have to say I'm getting a little bit closer to this one. It's appealing to me a little bit more. You've got that gold heart right in the center, all that oxidized detail. And I think this one has a few names as well. And there's this hallmark at the very bottom of the charm. Then the next charm is a little tiny dangle. Do you see how small that guitar is? And I think it's just called the guitar dangle. Look how tiny that is. And this one I put on the bracelet just because my husband was trying to learn the guitar and he didn't do it successful. He was trying to self-teach himself, and I really admire that. This next little two-tone is such a unique size, and it's called the Love Bouquet. I remember it was $55 back in the day, and there is a large amount of gold on here. Look how much gold is in that tag that says love. And then you've got the flowers, and they're nicely detailed, and it looks like they're part of a vase or a pot. The hallmark underneath right here, and then that's how the back looks. And I really think the size of this charm makes it so easy to design with. And then we've got the Guardian Angel Wings, and this is a beautiful dangle. And you've got a little pearl dangling underneath those wings. And look at the bail on that one. Isn't that special? Just so much texture and detail with the bail and the wings. And it's such a pretty charm. This here is a Murano that's long retired. It's called the Shimmering Stripe. So it's almost like a peachy blush color. And then you've got a nice little amount of shimmer inside that glass. And this one is probably my least favorite of the Muranos. I have 3 of these on the bracelet. I always put my favorite in the center of the bracelet. This little dangle came out in 2014. It was released right around Mother's Day. It's called the Vintage Heart Dangle. So you've got that gold heart right in the center. And look at the scroll work of all the hearts that are surrounding it. So the gold heart is right in the front, and then the back of the dangle just has that nice silver heart there. And the bail is very simple, which I appreciate because keeping the bail simple makes all this detail not to be distracted from. This charm here is going to be pulled off this bracelet. Oh, actually, this was a gift from my husband. I forgot to mention that as well. And so was the Love Bouquet. This charm here is called the Moonstone Flower Morning Glory, I believe. And I'm gonna be pulling this one off the bracelet because I really like these silvers with troll beads. So I'm gonna be putting this on a troll beads design. Every moonstone has its own qualities. Some of them are a little bit more dull, some are bright. And then I have another one of these charms that the moonstone is dead, like it just looks dead. So I don't know what happened with that, if it just didn't age well, what happened if it got damaged. This clip is called Buttercup or Gold Flower. I prefer to call it Buttercup because I love buttercups. They're just the sweetest flower that should be longer lived, I think. But look how much gold is on this. Do you see how raised up it is from the silver? The next charm is a dangle, and it's also a two-tone. This one, I can't remember actually, to be honest, when I got this one. I think I purchased it pre-loved, and it's the Key to My Heart dangle. So you've got that gold with the lock, and then underneath you've got the Pandora key, and then there's a little heart detail at the bottom of the key, and then you've got those kind of that extra detail of the raised dots going around the heart. And then from the back, that looks so pretty and simple, doesn't it? I'm so glad that Pandora wasn't into all the inscriptions back then, because to me that looks so much nicer than if they put an inscription. This next charm is a beauty, and it's called the Romantic Union Wedding Rings. That is a diamond inside that wedding ring right there. You've got the two rings and the little pillow detail, and there's the hallmark. Isn't that nice? That's such a nice two-tone. This one here is a dangle that's gray pearl. It's called the My Wish, and Pandora did a whole series of these. There is like earrings, necklace, rings. I have the rings. Let me show that to you. So I have both rings. This one here is the 3 bands with the 3 gray pearls, but you can see it still looks like that flower detail. And then I've got the larger kind of statement pearl. And look at the band on that. Do you see how thick that is? But super comfortable. But yeah, Pandora did things very differently back then with their rings. But the bail on this dangle is so beautiful. Actually, I don't even know if you would call it a bail. I think it's a charm at this point with the little gray pearl dangle. It's so beautiful. This is my favorite of the Muranos. It's not the widest, but I don't know. There is something about this one that I really, really love. So I put it right in the center, and it's got a nice amount of sparkle to it, and it looks so delicate on the bracelet. It just kind of has, like, it doesn't take all the attention, but it looks so soft and pretty, if you know what I mean. This dangle right in the center is called Magnificent Heart Dangle. And the scroll work and all that gold is so beautiful. And then Pandora was starting to get into these CZ bails. So that's the bail they have. And then the back, it's a little bit flatter, but it still has all that detail. And this is a limited edition charm for Mother's Day. It was released the same time as this dangle right over here. And they simply called it Love. Isn't that pretty? It was just called Love at the time. Gold heart, and then you've got that where it kind of like the silver kind of bursts out of that gold heart, and then it forms a silver heart. And then the back of this also has a gold heart. Pandora did that on both sides, and that is so special. This one here is a Garden Odyssey charm. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those flowers going all the way around. You've got a stone in the center. I want to call it black spinel, but I could be wrong. And then the flowers go all the way around, and then the leaves kind of cup around that pearl at the top. This is such a beautiful dangle. They also created this, I believe, with black onyx. And then another one of the clips. And this charm here is called Celebration Cake. What I really enjoy about this charm is that they didn't make it particular to any moment in time. They just called it Celebration Cake, and they left it up to you how you wanted to use it. So it's not necessarily a wedding. It's not necessarily birthday. It could be any occasion that you want to use this charm for. You've got the gold heart right at the top of the cake, and then you can see the frosting detail. And this charm, I'm not sure if this one is still available with Pandora. They've had this one in their inventory for a very, very long time. You've got that CZ bail. It's called Family Roots. Look at all that nice gold right at the top. And then you've not just the tree detail, but also the roots of the tree. This one does have an inscription, and it's actually inside the charm. So let's open it up here. And inside it says Family Forever. And this one does not have a firm clasp. Like, do you see how soft that is? So hopefully it will stay together for me. I know I can bend that a little bit to try to make it a little bit more firm. Then we have another one of the Muranos. This one's a little bit wider, yet it has a little bit less shimmer to it. And then this is a classic Pandora charm, I think. I think a lot of people have this charm in their collection. It's the heart lock and key. So it's the heart that dangles upside down, and then you've got the gold key. And as you can see, mine is a little bit bent. It had a little bit of a workout. So there's the gold key dangling from the heart. And then this is the second of this moonstone flower. Let me see if I can find the dead moonstone. Like, that one's a little bit dead. There's not that much flash to it. That one's gorgeous. And that one's turning a little bit of yellow, but I think this one looks a little bit dead. Anyway, I want to be using these. I have them also in the blue topaz, and I put them on a troll beads bracelet that I love. So I want to pull these and put them also again on a different troll beads design. And this last charm is called the Flower Dangle with Pearl, and I do keep it a little bit oxidized because I like to see how that raised flower, I like to see the oxidization so it stands out a little bit more. And then there is a little bit of size difference in all of these pearls with the dangle. So taking a look at this bracelet, I do try to keep a pattern with it. Like, I've got the 3 dangles, and then I've got lots of dangles in the center of the bracelet. Like, every second charm has a little bit of a dangle. There are a little bit of variation in what the dangles are. And then I've got the 3 dangles on this side over here. So taking a look at this bracelet, there are some changes that I want to make. Leave me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this bracelet design. And I'm sure we all appreciate vintage Pandora, and especially the two-tones. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.